welcome to Reading Represents. My name is Miss Hannah. I work with Chesapeake Public Library, and I am so glad you have joined us today. Let's start by singing a welcome song. It goes like this. Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you? How are you? Hi, hello, and how are you? How are you today? I hope that you're feeling happy and ready to learn and read books and play together. If you are feeling happy, maybe you'd like to stand up and sing If You're Happy and You Know It with me. The song is going to have clapping our hands, then we're going to wave our arms, and then we're going to pat our knees. Do you know where your knees are? Can you give them a pat? Good job. Okay, so if you know the words to If You're Happy and You Know It, you can sing along with me, and it goes like this. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Arms are next. Can you swing them? If you're happy and you know it, swing your arms. Good job. If you're happy and you know it, swing your arms. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, swing your arms. Now find your knees. You can't see mine, but I bet yours are down there. If you're happy and you know it, slap your knees. 1, 2. If you're happy and you know it, slap your knees. 1, 2. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, slap your knees. 1, 2. Great job. Have a seat and let's get started. Winter is the Warmest Season by Lauren Stringer, published by Harcourt Incorporated. It is awfully cold in winter, so it's time to get warm and cozy. When winter comes, my jacket puffs warm with feathers. My hat grows ear flaps. My pants hide deep in fuzzy boots, and my hands wear warm woolly sweaters. When winter comes, summer's plants and animals sleep deep under thick blankets of snow, while the snowmen I build dance on top, wearing warm wraparound scarves. When winter comes, my iced summer's milk turns to hot chocolate. Cold jelly sandwiches turn into grilled cheese. Hot soups, hot pies, and oven-baked breads make winter the warmest for the inside of me. When winter comes, summer's cool fans hide in dark basements, while sleeping radiators awake to their dragon selves, banging and hissing and pouring heat all through my house. When winter comes, cats sit on laps instead of windowsills. Even nights are warmer in winter. Fires burn in fireplaces, and candles burn in candle places. I think parties are warmer in winter. And when summer's cool swims turn into winter's hot baths, I know my pajamas will grow big, warm feet. My bed is warmest in winter, piled high with blankets of plaid, blankets striped yellow, and a blue starry quilt on top. In winter, bodies sit closer, books last longer, and hugs squeeze the warmest. Even friends are warmer. And in winter, when it's the very warmest and I close my sleepy eyes, I might dream of summer, just to cool me off. The end. When the weather gets colder and winter starts to come, it is time to get dressed in our warmest clothing. So I have two friends on my board here who are going to be really chilly if they try to go outside. They need some more layers. Let's get them dressed for winter. So the first thing we're going to add is a nice, warm, cozy pair of pants. Then we're going to put on a sweater. Let's see. We want to keep those toes toasty. How about a pair of boots? There we go. Get those boots on there. Keep her toes nice and warm. How about your head? How are we going to keep her head warm? That's right. We'll put a hat on her. Let's do it. Okay, what about fingers? When you go outside and it's really cold, you need to make sure your hands stay warm. So we're going to give her a pair of mittens, one for each hand. All right, let's try that with this friend, but maybe we'll be a little bit silly about it. Should we give him some boots? Is that where his boots go? No. Let's put his boots on his feet. All right, so we'll move them down to here. Oh no, his tummy is going to be cold. What should we put on his tummy to keep it warm? How about a hat? Will that work? No. Where does your hat go? On your head. That's right. Okay, let's put some hat on your head to keep your ears warm. How about those hands? What do we need on his hands? We need some mittens. Do the mittens go here? No. Let's put them on his hands. 1 and 2. Oh no, his tummy is still going to be cold. What should we put on him? How about this sweater? And it has a cute snowman on it. But those knees still look chilly. So the last thing we need, we're losing our sweater. The last thing we need here are pants. So now our friends are dressed from head to toe. They're warm and snuggly, and they can go out and play in the snow. If you're going to go out and play in the snow, you're going to need to get dressed just like our friends here. So let's start with our boots. Should we put our boots on first? Okay, I have a song that can make getting dressed in the winter a lot more fun. So we're going to start with our boots. And we're going to pretend to put on a pair of boots. Can you do that? This is the way we put on our boots, put on our boots, put on our boots. This is the way we put on our boots on a cold and frosty morning. How about a jacket? We're going to put on a jacket to go over all of this. And actually, I have some that I can add to our friends here. Some nice long jackets to keep them warm. So we're going to pretend to put our jacket on. We'll put our hands in our arms in our jacket. Ready? This is the way we put on our jacket, put on our jacket, put on our jacket. This is the way we put on our jacket on a cold and frosty morning. How about hats? Do we need hats to keep our ears warm? Okay, let's put those on next. You ready? This is the way we put on our hats, put on our hats, put on our hats. This is the way we put on our hats on a cold and frosty morning. And finally, for our little fingers, we need to put some mittens on. Can you do that with me? Just pretend. This is the way we put on our mittens, put on our mittens, put on our mittens. This is the way we put on our mittens on a cold and frosty morning. All right, are we ready to go play in the snow? Let's go. Claudia and Moth by Jennifer Hanson Rowley, published by Viking Books. Let's find out what Claudia learns about winter. Claudia loved butterflies. In the summertime, she went to the park every day so she could spy on the blue ones, admire the yellow ones with the purple dots, and chase after all the pink ones. When it was time to go, she always asked, "Can I bring one home?" And her mom would reply, "No, it wouldn't be right." One day, her dad bought her a painter's box. He said, "Paint the butterflies and bring them home." So she did. As it turned out, she was quite good. And she brought the butterflies home. But when the summer ended, as summers do, the butterflies bid farewell. Once again, Claudia asked to bring one home. No, it wouldn't be right, said her mom. Don't stop painting, added her dad. But Claudia didn't feel like painting anymore, and she stashed her paint box out of sight. And once winter arrived, there was truly nothing left to paint. Oh, look, she made a beautiful butterfly print in the snow. Until one dreadfully cold day, Claudia's mom insisted she go put on her warmest sweater. Ugh, it was big and brown and completely embarrassing. But to her surprise, somebody had been nibbling pretty patterns into it all summer long. And when she spied the little moth, she felt a flutter of excitement. Oh, click, whoosh. It might not be right, thought Claudia. But moth made the perfect butterfly. Until he discovered the window. Yikes! Whoa! Oops! Ah! Hey! Whoa! Whew. And the day went along something like that. Then the sun set, and quite miraculously, Moth sat quiet. And for one tiny moment, so did Claudia. There's Moth. There's Claudia. But when the street light flickered on, Moth started all over again. Ping, ping, pong. It's only snowflakes, said Claudia. She opened the window to show him, and in came the snow, but out flew Moth. Oh no, there he is. Claudia burst out of the apartment and ran down to the street. The city was never so quiet, and the snow was never so endless. She blinked and blinked, but it was impossible to tell Moth from a snowflake. The pretty patterns melted too quickly into her mittens until, plop! Only Moth wasn't quite a butterfly anymore. Claudia rushed him back inside and laid him under her light to dry. Then something magnificent happened. He flittered. He fluttered, he shined, and he shimmered, just like the snowflakes. And it was time for Claudia to paint Moth, so she could always remember him. The end. Do you want to help me count some snowmen together? Let's see, we've got a sled on our board here, but it looks a little empty. So let's add some snowmen. Are you ready to help me count? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, hang on tight, snowmen. Can you use all the fingers on one of your hands, and we'll count down our snowmen, and we're going to say a rhyme while we do it. So if you know the rhyme 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed, this one is 5 little snowmen riding on a sled. Okay, here we go. 5 little snowmen riding on the sled. One fell off and bumped his head. We called Frosty, and Frosty said, "No more snowmen riding on the sled." So now how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little snowmen riding on the sled. One fell off and bumped her head. We called Frosty, and Frosty said, "No more snowmen riding on the sled." How many do we have left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. 3 little snowmen riding on the sled. One fell off and bumped his head. We called Frosty, and Frosty said, "No more snowmen riding on the sled." Okay, there are 2 left. 1, 2. 2 little snowmen riding on the sled. One fell off and bumped his head. We called Frosty, and Frosty said, "No more snowmen riding on the sled." And there's only one left. One little snowman riding on the sled. She fell off and bumped her head. We called Frosty, and Frosty said, "Good thing there's no more snowmen riding on the sled." The end. Thank you for joining us with Reading Represents. I hope you had a great time. Let's sing our goodbye song for today. Oh, it's time to say goodbye for today. Yes, it's time to say goodbye for today. Can you wave your arms like this? Bye. Can you blow a little kiss? Mwah! Oh, it's time to say goodbye for today. See you next time.